behind the wheel of that 180SX.
Yeah, likes this track, says Riga, you know, suits his fast, flamboyant style, and we'll see if Duane McKeever now can put in a big run on the scoreboard. Firing into that first corner, it's a nice initiation, gets the car settled right on the edge of the track. Perfect so far from McKeever as he transitions across. A little adjustment as he goes through that inner zone, but the line is spot on for McKeever as he now transitions back at big speed. Can he hold it? He just about can hold it. Very little decel. Early transition, not as fluid as Vinesec, but I'll tell you one thing, it's pretty good all the same. A little bit of left foot braking, and for a first run out the box, another championship contender proves that they came to party this weekend.
That are special, that are superstars on the grid, that are more than capable, and these guys do not like leaving here without top step on that qualifying. Here we go, Duane McKeever, the man from Northern Ireland, here to take charge and hopefully take home that top spot, but already just not as perfect as Peter was through those sections. Doing a good job though, has that 85 from the first run. He'd be looking to bump that score up into the 90s. McKeever, huge angle, but just gets late into that final zone as he now just tucks into that wall, gets the throttle pinned and gets himself home. 2 runs in the boat.
To stay in the championship hunt, he has to win this battle. That's it. He can't, if he's out of this, he's out of it for the rest of the year. So McKeever's going to have to go for it. An expert in the rain, so is Zalewski. Here we go into that first corner. Zalewski fires wide, not a lot of angle. Clever from Zalewski, and McKeever right there with him. Now McKeever starting to get that proximity, but he's very close to the curb in the chase position, making some errors. And Zalewski going wide. Zalewski's got 2 wide here. He's off the track, and you can see straight away that was the wrong line from Zalewski. McKeever somehow keeps the car on angle. I don't know how he kept that one going as they wibble wobble down to outer zone 6. As you can see, no grip here whatsoever. Oh, and a big hit from McKeever. Didn't need to do it, and he's upset Zalewski in the lead position. I don't know what to make of that, but it looks to me like Zalewski making a big error.
Well, if any man can do it, it is Duane McKeever. Zalewski needs to find something special here to try and get himself into a top 16, to try and reignite his championship hunt, to try and get himself some positive outcomes from Drift Masters in 2023, but Duane McKeever now on a blinder of a lead run. Look at this from the Irishman as he just blitzes through the circuit. Oh, but Duane McKeever spins, Dave. Duane McKeever spins in front of the grandstand just when it looked as though he was waltzing his way into a top 16.
That's your fault, Eddie.
More tentative as they come in front of the grandstand at outer zone 4. Will we see that from him though? Duane McKeever off the line very quickly, trying to keep pace now with Adam Zalewski. Zalewski, tentative entry, but you know how controlled he is. Filling that, oh, just comes in, comes off that white line, Dave, very early. Causes problems for McKeever, who was right on the door there. McKeever very close up to Zalewski. Zalewski now drops wheels up onto the curb again. McKeever making evasive action, dialing on the angle, and again, these two just not putting in a clean run here. Just can't find those clean lines, and 2 drivers not looking overly confident here. Can McKeever now just find some proximity through the final sections as Zalewski looks really slow as he takes it to the wall. They go across the line, Dave, and neither of these 2 guys inspiring confidence. I don't think he makes the same mistake as he did last time. He's going to know he has the advantage this time. He's not going to make that mistake again. You would hope at least McKeever had been looking comfortable up until that point as he now comes down into that outer zone. Look at how he fills that nicely, no problems for him as Zalewski tucks in the chase position. Nice transition back to outer zone 2, but McKeever now, will he be a little bit more tentative? Certainly dials it in perfectly this time around. McKeever knows where he made the error the last time. It wasn't going to be a case this time around, but can he complete the circuit now as he tucks up? Look at Zalewski making a big error in the chase position. McKeever now just needs to get this across the line, and he'll be finding himself in that top 16. And you can just see, Dave, how slow it gets through that final section with the amount of water.
Back in the conversation. This one is going to be fireworks.
Yeah, well, McKeever loses here, and he loses more ground to Laurie Heinahan. But what can he do here against Gottschall? Well, Gottschall in the lead position, fires it in on big angle, but he drops the wheel. Can he hold it? No, just about. Gottschall just about keeps that going, and McKeever stays pinned in, but gets tied up on the inside of the circuit now as Gottschall goes wide again. 1, possibly 2 wheels off as he throws that car up onto the curb, and McKeever, hard to predict what's going to happen in front of him. Doing a great job just to stay in the fight here, just keep that car going. Such an unpredictable lead line from Gottschall, but Gottschall spins it, Dave.
Yeah, it kind of just didn't go wrong. It didn't go right from the start. And from my perspective, he'd almost been flirting with an incomplete right throughout the run.
But you know what? I think he's learned enough from that top 32 battle against Zalewski that he knows now where the grip is and where it isn't. But can he make a clean pass of the circuit here and see himself into the top 8? It's exactly what he needs to keep his championship hopes alive. And he's been given a huge lifeline here from Gottschall, who's just made those huge mistakes. Not the cleanest lead run here from Duane so far, but avoiding the big errors that Gottschall was making. He just needs to keep this one on circuit, and that's exactly what he's doing. No flamboyance, no fireworks, just sensible driving here from McKeever. Gottschall trying to apply the pressure now in that chase position, but you can just see fighting that car as McKeever takes the wing to the wall and just takes it across the line safely, doing exactly, Dave, what he needed to do.
Yeah, I think what you're looking at here is, you know, an up-and-comer with Eric Gottschall. He's got all the talent. He's going to be a huge star in this championship, but he's been outdone by McKeever. Heinen versus McKeever for a spot in the top 4. Here we go.
Yeah, Heinen to lead in McKeever. The roof about to be lifted off the arena here as we go for a spot in the final 4. Who's it going to be? Heinen throws on huge angle, but look at McKeever. McKeever now applying the pressure behind it. Big angle as he throws it wide here in front of the grandstand and goes deep into that outer zone at 5, drops some wheels. What can McKeever do now? Can he stay in it? Can he stay with him? Heinen up onto the wall, slams the rear end off that wall as he tries to find a gap from McKeever, but McKeever goes aggressive onto the door, and Dave, they cross the line. The grandstand goes insane.
Oh.
Getting the thumbs up from the start line. Marshall, they are ready to go. McKeever to lead in. Heinen the second half of this one, it hangs in the balance. McKeever needs a good lead run. Heinen needs to force an error. Can he do so?
And Heinen goes into the chase position. Look at that on the back bumper of McKeever. Wow, what a transition from Laurie Heinen. Heinen's coming for it here. McKeever on full steam. Heinen takes the front bumper off his car, but stays in it, and he's all over Duane McKeever. This is the fight we wanted to see. Laurie Heinen up onto the door as he pushes Duane McKeever into the wall and into a stop, and we have carnage.